Okay, so we're back with, I guess, part 2 of the Gundam Wing Fenice live build. Just make a little adjustment there. It's a slightly different setup. Not ideal, but I'm not one of the big boys, so let's just see if we can make a bit of space and get a better angle, so you can see that. You can see my luxury workspace on this adjustable fold-away table that I am using. Okay, so where were we last time? Oh yeah, because I'm a Glover board, I marked it off, so we're at step 19. That's, what is that? God, my eyesight is getting worse and worse. That's A. That's not A. Oh, the A2 runner. Okay, well that's the, yeah, that's not a big clean plastic. So let's cut. Okay, it's this bit. Oh, my ring light's acting up a bit as well. Oh, I may have to replace the little USB plug it goes into. Or perhaps replace the light itself. I mean, it has done a lot of work for me over the months. Is that focusing okay? Let me see. Not really. What a focus line. Let's bring it a bit closer then. There we go. Yeah, it's okay. So anyway, let's check that part for nubs. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so A2 goes into that's the new runner. Place that is, no, it's G. E5, okay. It's not ideal, the situation, but I said I'd finish it today, so I'm finishing it today. Sometimes you just have to make do with what you've got. E11 and 12. Oh, it's upside down. So 11. That's 12. Any, a bit, yeah. Bit of trimmings needing. Very careful. that. And then goes through. Oh dear. Oh, the ring light's dying. It's dead. Oh no. Not even had it a year. The little USB connector at the end is burning hot. I can't believe that. And the plug isn't. So, I don't know, maybe I need to buy another one. Another light or just another USB plug. That's a shame. But this light does get used the most. But don't worry, I've got a quick replacement. Not going to be as bright, but it will give us some light at least, not much. I've got my little Ulanzi RGB LED lamp with its hot shoe with magnetic strip. That I'll just have to do. Oh, it's a fairly old machine, this blog, isn't it? So 20, I'm going to need the polycaps. So E7, okay. I'm supposed to take photos for the blog now. The main ring light is gone. Oh, I hope it's just the plug that needs replacing. I'll have to go into town tomorrow. Buy a new one. Plug, that is. Or, otherwise I'm stuck. That's polycat number 6. That goes. Then we take E34, wherever that is. Oh, it's here. So that goes like that, and with E29 and 30, okay. Oh, it's these two. Okay. See, I was right yesterday. I really should just knock this on the head because I'm not much cop at it. What I should have done was with that Gundam Sengoku Astray is like put the thumbnail. Is this the worst Gunpla kit ever? 3 question marks. You know. That's what I should have done. Instead of just put it out there for public consumption and hope I don't get judged too harshly, if at all. Which I haven't been actually, because no one's watched it. So it goes through there. That means okay, that needs a trim. Got most of that, and so we need polycap 7. H1 and H2. What's that? The blue one? Nope. That's the red one. Of course. Because they make the foot. I really hope it's the case that I've just got to give it a new USB plug. If I have to buy a whole new ring light, then I mean I have the money for it, but it just means, you know, I've got to buy a new one off of Argos. I mean, it is cheaper on Amazon, but as with the case of my new camera, you know, I just thought to myself, I've probably paid more income tax last month than Jeff Bezos has in this whole year. So he can take a running jump. You know, I'm just getting more into the idea of using Amazon as my last option, not my first. Because there's some things that you can only really get on Amazon these days, thanks to the death of the high street, which we've all contributed to. But you know, it's too late now. You know, Maplins ain't coming back, so We'll have to make do. Okay, that's the ankle bit. Oh, I've jumped ahead a step. I'm in the wrong place. I've gone to 23, I should have gone to step 21. Idiot. What have I done here? E35, okay. Oh, I'm the worst. Okay, so this chunky bit. And polycap 8. Okay. So this, and being very careful not to actually cut the nodules off like last time. And we take, right, I'll take another number 8 polycap, I guess. Yeah. So, oh no, it's facing that way. Okay. Faces that way. And then we need the A2 runner. Here it is. We need 9 and 8. Okay, let me just... And here it is. I need to like trim, I can see it already. Oh, wow, I did something something very stupid. Just had to rub my eye, but instinctively I went to move up to my face in my right hand. What's in my right hand? Maybe that could be my niche. I try to do modelling, but I injure myself very seriously the whole time, like that Kenny Everett character. What was his name? Ken Worthington? And 8. Oh yeah, I can see. Very faintly feel the little nub mark, but I can't quite see it. I know it's there. Yeah, here it is. There, just about. No, it's still too. It's just because it's on a slightly curved piece. You don't want to quite go straight because the dangers of gouging the plastic. So I'm just using the flat edge. Oh, just a little bit more, I think. Yeah, that's okay. So we put that, because that would be the ankle. But, yep, that's gone. That's gone. That's. Ooh. And that's. Oh, that's gone a lot nicer than the other leg. There's a bit of a gap in that leg, so something hasn't been quite trimmed, but on the back of that needs a bit more trim, but you know. So that little cowling from the little rocket cowling from the E-Runner is E23. Oh, it's only using the term rocket cowling. It reminded me of the second to last time I went to London Toy Fair, back when there were proper displays and you could take photos of them. But not now. It's all very corporate. It's really just if you're a buyer or seller. So if you're part of the media, there's no point going really, unless you're like news and you go on the first day when there's mascots and stuff. But you know, how many times can I, photograph the same Revel kits? So I stopped going, and by the general lack of photos on social media, I've been proven right. On that one. Yeah, not at all like how it is in America, but you know, it is what it is. Those people are allowed to take, and I've just not been invited because, you know, I stopped getting sent emails saying, "Oh, do you want to sign up for this year's toy fair?" After I sent them feedback saying that, you know, there's little point inviting the media if, you know, there's nothing for them to actually do. I can't just write about the new toys. Like, you set up these huge displays and we can't photograph them. I can understand some stuff is just for showing to vendors only, because it's, you know, you don't want it getting out there. And I appreciate that, because I've always been, going back to a former life, ask permission, you know, just pull out a phone or whatever and just start snapping away. I just think that's rude. So I've always been professional and just say, like, is it okay for me to take photos? And, you know, when Funko of all people say no, then you think, well, you know, what is there? So there's no point going, because you may scoff at Funko, but they do have market ubiquity, and frankly, when I was allowed to photograph their stand, they got some of the best views in the history of the blog. So, you know, is that going all right? No, I'm putting it on wrong, because it's at an angle, you see. It's an angle. Yeah, shame really, because that's where I first saw the Fantasy Island Funko Pops. I was going to record a little joke using my phone with them, but I lost my nerve because there was someone standing. That's a bit better, isn't it? There was someone standing there. Oh no, I had to move it closer, didn't I? Because it won't focus. I lost my nerve, so I didn't do it. But it just basically like around the crux of me mistakenly referencing Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Because I like that sort of thing. No one else does, but you know, I don't think, you know, you can't second guess your audience. You should only just make what you think is the best version of your content. If you try and, like, you know, second guessing everything and thinking, oh, will this fly with the audience? Like, you know, your analytics can only tell you so much. But then, you know, I'm kind of bad at this. If I was actually good, I would pay real attention to my numbers and go, oh, okay, I should just turn this into a Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron channel and make all my content about those. Because I only have two Micro Galaxy vehicles. And the numbers for those, they always turn up in the weekly stats. So those things are far more popular than I thought they were going to be. So, A2, oh, it's right here, that's handy. A2, number 10, right. It just doesn't. The problem is just doing vehicles doesn't really suit my blog very well. Because, like, you know, I thought about reviewing it because I haven't shown pictures of it yet. I've got Poe Dameron's X-Wing from The Last Jedi. I was like, how many poses can you do with that? How many photos, really? It's just, you know, wings open, wings closed, from the back, from the side. There's the figure. Then what? You know. But it would do decent numbers if I did, you know. That feels right to me. Yeah. Okay, so. And that goes in H, number 9. So just have to medicate because I'm old. Nothing sure, I just have heartburn. Well, it came off quite good actually. It's almost nothing of any mark left. But, on that side, not so much. It's a shame my nearest B&M shut down. I could have bought a USB plug out of that. risked. Now what I have to do is, because I have other USB plugs, I'm surprised I'm not using them, which I could use, and I'll see if the, oops, sorry, I'm off camera. I'll have to see if those, oh, look, is one of them here? Yeah, it's very awkwardly. Oh, I am actually going to have to use it, I think, because my little LED lamp's about to run out of power. So let's just have a test, see if it works. Hopefully. Yeah, seems okay. Because this thing was on the verge of, this needs charging because it's almost completely run out. So, yeah, the light doesn't seem to be flickering. So I guess it was the USB plug that was dead. It's, I mean, it wasn't a dodgy one. I bought it out of Robert Dias. So wait a minute, I'm not a fan of, I don't like the naturalistic light. I like, there, the harsh bluer light. Because I can see things much better that way. Okay, so, if we put that in. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, that is foot. And then that is and that's his leg. So that's two legs done now. And that's this page done with. We're almost there. That's right. 23, yeah, 24. So we're getting to the wings and the crotch piece. Okay. We're getting there. It's working out. Don't worry too much. E-runner, well, this is it. So E26, is that right? Yeah. Put that in the bin. Don't need it. So that's E26, that's okay. I need E14. A couple of things on the B runner. Okay, what's that? Oh, the green one. So B5. Well, that's not hard to miss. I just want to get it at an angle so at least it's a decent cut. Use that to turn up for the books. I just need a new USB plug, not a whole new ring light. That's good. See if I can find myself a decent one. So I'm not going to buy one near the sweetie section at Tesco. Those are all rubbish. B17. Well, it's a very awkward little piece. There, now you can see what I'm doing after 40 minutes nearly. See, I'm thinking, is that a nub mark or is it part of the sculpts? I'm trying to see. Oh, no, it's part of the sculpts. It's going to have that little nodule coming up. Okay. So that goes on the back. That with a little goes into that. Yeah, and then this bit goes. Okay, so that's the beginning of. Let me take a polycap number 4. See, if I was in Japan, there wouldn't be any need for this video, because if you live in Japan, you can contact Bandai and say, oh, I've lost the little chin eye bit from this kit. And they go, okay, well, give us a bit of money and we can send you the runner it comes from. But you only get that in Japan. So. So I don't know, maybe think about that next time you plan your holiday. A1, okay. remember knowing a guy, this is back when the pound was fairly strong against the yen. He would go on holidays to Japan and buy loads of Gundam kits. I said to him, like, how do you get all the boxes in your suitcase? He went, I don't. I just build all the kits in my hotel room and just leave the boxes and the runners in the room. A1, 22, right. Oh, it's upside down. So 22 is skirt piece. These a little bit of trimming. So that goes like into that, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's get the other bit, which is 21. See where the trimming is needed. I was doing that thing again where it's going in and out of the better. Okay, let's just very carefully. Okay, so that goes right. Okay, these little. And then that goes into. Oh. Okay, so that's the beginning of the. Take the B, I think is the green one. Yes. So B14 is the side skirts. Well, it's a very awkward nub mark there to try and trim off. No, I'm going to have to just. Yeah, this is one of those rare ones where I'm going to have to cut away because it's only back. I can't really see it facing towards me. kind of awkward. Okay, so that goes there. And then polycap number 5. Which is the penultimate polycap. And that goes like so. And then we cut out B9. Oh yeah, trimming, that's what I do. And then the final polycap, number 5. Goes into that. And if that means we now take legs, and then legs go into torso. There's almost the full figure. We've just got the wing bits to go. So this is the home stretch at 50 minutes. Oof. Okay, so A1 is part of number 1. Am I doing this right? Interesting enough about this kit, because all the Build Fighters characters are going to be like customs of existing kits. So a lot of the runners come from regular kits but are in different colours. So for instance, this, because it comes from the Wing Gundam, already has a regular generic front helmet part from the Wing Gundam. So you don't have to have it all battered up if you don't want to. You can just have it generic, or keep it as a spare. You know, just something to point out. You know, I think I don't know. I think Gundam Build Fighters kind of split the fandom a bit, not drastically. But as I've said before, I did really enjoy how some people were like, oh, it's going to turn out that all these kids that are just building kits and then having them battle each other, kind of like Pokemon. It's going to turn out, oh, it was really just a testing program for making pilots of real Gundam, and it turned out, nope. It's just like, imagine imagine Pokemon, but it's Gunpla. that's Gundam Build Fighters, and it's just full of like sort of in jokes and fan references. That's it. Okay, so that's the wing. And then we need the D runner. So that's the yellow bit, lovely. So D, where is it? Oh, it's this. Okay. Oof. That's a big old knob. Very careful, trimming it down. Very careful. Yeah, that's right on the line. Yeah, I'm totally going to buy those sanding sticks with the, you know, the ones you keep seeing and turn up on YouTube. What's Ray Modeler Studio? Are they actually any good? It's all just a rip-off. That was risky. Okay, so that's goes into that. I'm not mistaken. There we go. One wing, and then we need the B. Where's B2? Is that it? Oh, and B1 as well. Okay. So. So that goes that way, just for safety. So I know what I'm doing. And then B1. I need something from the E runner. Uh, 17. So this. Okay, these apart from H. I was a bit confused for a second there. So that goes like that. H. So this goes right. Like that. Okay. What? I'm hugely confused. Now wait a sec, I'm doing this wrong. Oh. Okay, so that side bit goes on there, if I'm right. Yeah, okay. And then the red bit goes there. Let me make sure I've got the orientation correct. And then the wing goes there. So there's that. And then this bit goes on. Okay, and then number 4. And that would go on. There's that. Very nice. Oh, let me just stretch my knees a bit. Oh. Was it they say life begins at 40? Yeah, and your joints start ending. So, okay, so where's the D1 runner? We need number 6, which is this other fin. Okay, fine. Oh. Yeah, I had to catch myself out there. I almost bit into the habit of scratching my back with the end of my knife. And that definitely would have been terms of service. Yeah. Just about. It's harder to see the nub marks. I can just about make them out as it catches the light. But it's yellow plastic. It's really hard. Not literally hard, but it's just hard to see. The detail gets washed out on lighter plastic, so I have to sort of feel my way around it. Yeah, that's okay. Well, this one's a bit more obvious, so. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so that's that part, and then another from A2, that's number 1. Okay, a little nub on this one. And yellow goes into that. Let me just repeat what we did for B4 and B3. Yep. Well, we're an hour in. See, I was right to do it in 2 parts, you see. There's me thinking, oh, we could probably get it sewn up if I give it an extra half hour. Nope. Then it's not like I'm in a massive rush or anything. I don't know. Is there such a thing as speed building? Have I invented speed building? No, because I'm not actually doing it. Okay, now we need the E18. Where is that? Oh, 16. Oh, there it is. And then we put the very last bit from the H runner. That's this. Pardon me. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine by me. So we have where are we going with this? So there's that. Oh yeah, see there's an extra, I didn't realise that there's an extra illustration there. That actually tells you how the parts are orientated properly. So that goes like that. Oh no, it doesn't. Like that. And then goes in there. And there. Red. And then we'll put oof. And take D4. Okay. Take okay, so that's both of them now. We turn the page. Ding. This is the final bit because now we're in the colour section. Woo! So, actually, it's yeah, this is the figure nearly finished. We put yeah, see this tiny bit. I can't remember what this is for. I think it's for something. Oh, it's for holding the weapon. Yeah. Put the extra bit in there. You can have them together or just a little bit separate out. But that is the finished. Can you focus? For a change? Come on. Nope. Well, you can't see it, but I can. It's finished. You just take my word for it. Come on, focus your rubbish. God, this phone is so much worse than the last one. I don't know why I keep buying Samsung. Does it want to focus now? No. Why doesn't it focus? Well, it's typically frustrating, as has been the case of doing this blog. It's no wonder I've got no followers after 10 years of doing it. Nope, still no. Well, anyway. You just have to take my word for it. It's finished. Oh, now it wants to focus. Yes. See, there it is. There it is. It's the Wing Fenice, and the wings can go out. If you're, you know, that way inclined, you see. And this is, there we go. Let's just do the weapons real quick. Oh, absolutely God, such a Mickey Mouse operation this is. Okay, so no, the E-runner I need. So it's the big old. It fell off. Wait a second. We'll be right back. Why don't you stare at this door for a minute? Like drastically trying to pull everything together again. It's not too bad. It didn't fall to pieces. It's just those two little yellow bits on the wing came off. You idiot. It's just the yellow bit. Well, I often knock over the lights, but that's the first Gundam that's been knocked over. Let me just get this back on. Okay, let me just put that out of the way where it's relatively safe. See, the problem is because it's got those two wings on its back, it's not very well balanced. It is going to be it's back heavy anyway because of the wings, but because they're all on one shoulder, it just makes everything a bit awkward. E37. I think you may have just seen the side of my face for a bit. Doesn't matter, no one's watching. What are you thinking, you idiots? Cut it. I was in the panic. Almost wrenched a part of the runner. That was stupid. Yeah. Yeah. That's not very. Then E24, which is the handle. If I could just, oh, there it is. See, that's what I get for acting like I'm using the previous, much longer fold-out table that I do these things on. Got loaded to a full sense of security. That'll teach us. E22. Oh yeah, this obviously the other really long bit. Oh, that's bad. Quite bad. You see, okay, yeah. I think at this juncture, I think maybe I need to start using the newer camera for doing this stuff, because it will just focus much better. But the problem is, I'm relying on the rechargeable battery pack. 'Cause it's not, you know. I mean, I was able to get a new camera, but I couldn't go high end. You know. I mean, I did quite a bit of overtime over Christmas, but not that much. So I would be limited by how much I can actually stream with the battery pack, because then once the battery runs out, I have to recharge it. So it's like, well, you know, I can come back, but you're gonna have to wait 2 hours until the battery's charged again. So I'm always, you know, I don't know how that's gonna. Get a little that goal. Where's it supposed to go? Okay, it gives you 2 handle options. Oh no, it doesn't. They're 2 separate guns. Sorry. Just trying to figure out where the handle is supposed to go. Is that the back? Is it here? I think. Yeah, it looks it. Yeah. Just wanted to be sure. That is going together. Yeah, because handle just folds in rather neatly for the combination mode. And then we need all of the G runner. This is lovely. G7. I should have pressed the pause button on the stream. No, look at this. Look at this door. I'll have to put "Please stand by" on it if that ever happens again. So, oh, that's bad. So, I'll just. That part. Can we take G6? Yeah, I'm guessing this is. It's the only other bit that looks like a gun. Oh, that's an awkward. Okay, wait, let's get the bigger one in, because this is. There we go. Using the newer, larger side cutters, so I can get in there. See, delicate. And then in between there goes G4. Yeah, it's okay. So in between that bit goes the other way. Yeah, that's it. That's got the bit to accommodate the little hinge. Is that going in right? I just want to see if I've got it with a little, that little nodule. This should be pointing forward. Yeah. And that just turns to the side if you want. So what you can do is you can combine the two guns together into, so you put that away. So it's now super gun. If it focuses at all, and just have them come apart and then bring the handle back down and dual wield like that. But also have them combined just for ease of storage at the moat. What's next? Oh, it's the final bit. Just the lance. So G11. This is it. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's going to be no more pain. It's no more pain. Dad from Malcolm in the middle. That's it. That's all there is. That's it. There's no more pain. Remember that bit from Drive? I'll have to kind of describe it. I might get in trouble. So you know that bit when the dad from Finding Nemo slashes the dad from Malcolm in the Middle's arm open with a knife. G5, I can't even see it. Oh, it's here. That's why it's really awkward. I'm very careful not to. So easy to lose concentration and cut off the wrong bit. As I can attest to last time. Where's the knife gone? Oh, it's rolled under the. Okay, just want to. Because it's curved, so I'm going to have to be a bit unorthodox. Yeah, it feels nice and smooth. Yes, it's okay for me. I'm happy with that for the time being. And then that goes into that. Okay. So now we finally get to use the pinken. So for this one, will be very, very, to make sure there's no more excess plastic in there. I'll be really, really careful because it is, while we're focusing, it's very easy to snap off that little insert peg because it's not very, it's so short. But see it? Because you just think it's so easy to go like, oh, just snap that off. But you're supposed to cut here, see? Because that's what inserts into the actual handle. Ooh. That was scary. You have to be careful because this clear plastic is brittle, or can be brittle. But see what I mean? See, look, there's the insert peg, and there's what, about just a little over 2 meters, not much. That goes in there, and that is the lance. And there's an electric bit you can cut off from the G-runner, so it stows onto the side of the arm, or the handle does anyway. But now we're going to cut off the little, I can't remember what it was. It was some sort of like shield or strap, I don't know. They look cool. Very, very careful. Just cut away. And I always like this bit because it just. Because what I did first time round was I took a pardon me, I took a very light pink or a neon pink Gundam marker, and what I did is I just went up and down those little recesses, let that dry, and then went over with a wet cotton bud Q-tip to just go over the front and leaving that very hot pink in those recesses. And also I went along the edge here just to highlight it, because you can kind of get it if the light is right, but if you just paint that sort of that highlight, it just makes it pop a lot more. So, and that just goes into there. It's kind of like, I don't know, is it like part of a cape or something? I'm never quite sure what it's supposed to be. But, you know, I just thought it looked cool. Put that back in there. If yeah, so where's back on the G runner? Yeah, there's a storage. I did it again, and the exact same parts fell off. See what I mean by being top heavy? It's so unsteady on its feet. I totally forgot about that because it's been so long since I built this thing. That is just, wow, that is just very on brand for this blog. So yeah, I need to get one of those little stands to keep it in place. That would teach me for getting confident thinking it will stand on its own. Right, let me just. Oof. Let me just. Ooh. Don't look. Pay no attention to the man behind the camera. Oh, absolute nightmare. I can't believe I did that again. Actually, I can believe it. Oh, my knees. My old knees. My old knees. I can't believe it fell off again. So yeah, this has to have a special. I'm gonna have to buy one of those little stands, those action stands, that Forbidden Planet charged too much money for, because you can't trust this thing to just stand on his own on a shelf. He just won't do it. But consider this good advice. You know, I made the mistake so you don't have to. Yeah, years and years ago, somebody once told me, if you can't be a good example, be a severe warning. Is this gone in all right? Oh, here it goes. You have to push it in a little bit. There we go. God, such a wind-up. So G8. What's G8? Oh, there it is. And that's a little bit where you can stow the lance handle onto the side of the arm. That goes. Yeah, maybe with a huge gun on the back, it will balance it out. Here we go. Go on. And then we return the gun. okay, the bigger handle goes into it. Okay, so the bigger handle goes in like that. Sorry, I didn't even show that on camera, did I? And that just goes in like that. So it is kind of like he's got sort of two. Almost in silhouette, I suppose. It's kind of got like two wings. Will this make him balance better? Probably not. Probably doesn't help that his feet haven't been like. That's. Will it focus? Nope. And will the. I'll be a bit cheeky and just. Yeah. Put the handle through it. So that is the kit finished, even though it won't focus on it properly. Let's just get down a bit and then we can. There you go. That is the completed Gundam Wing Fenice. Thank God, finally done. I'm not even sure why I keep doing these things, but I suppose it keeps me off the streets.